mixed doubles and the men's doubles there produced a couple of thrillers. We're on to mixed doubles again for a place in the quarterfinals. Xu Chen and Ma Jin take on the outsiders from Chinese Taipei, Fang Chieh and Wang Rong. Well, the upsets have happened, haven't they, on the show court? Ikeda and Shiota beaten by Adcock and Bankit. Conrad Pedersen and Jonas Rasmussen coming through there against Chandra and Gunawan. Seeds tumbling, but can seeds really tumble in this one, Jill?
Right.
This would probably be the biggest shock of the lot, wouldn't it?
Well, I think it's a tall order. The number 6 seeds from China, Xu Chen and Ma Jin, are the All-England champions.
And their opponents, really, until this week, have had no form at all. I mean, defeat after defeat after defeat, and they come here and they cause a bit of an upset on Tuesday. They defeated the number 9 seeds, Frank Kernion and Pierre Zebedee Bernadette, in 3 sets. And here's the Chinese pair, of course. Ma Jin is defending a title, really, isn't she? Obviously, but with a different partner.
Yes, won the gold medal a year ago, playing with Zheng Bo. And Zheng Bo, after that, was thrown out of the squad.
Mustn't win a gold, eh?
Incredible, isn't it?
It's like when Vicente Del Bosque got sacked as coach of Real Madrid after they won the Champions League. But that gives you an idea of the depth and quality there is in Chinese badminton, because it hasn't made too much difference. As you say, second tournament out, they go and win the All England.
Yes, that's right, and their world ranking at the moment at 16, in case people are wondering, well, how on earth are they 6 seeds? It's because they've only got 7 tournaments towards that world ranking, and therefore pairs that haven't played the optimum number of tournaments, which is 10 to get a realistic world ranking, can get a notional ranking, and that's why they're up at number 6 seeds, even though their world ranking is down at 16.
So they're a pretty good pair, to say the least. All England champions, obviously victory on their last visit to the United Kingdom. As for Chieh, Fang and Wang Rong, well, as I mentioned, there are 3 Chinese Taipei pairs in the mixed doubles. You've got Chen and Chien and Lu, 7 and 11 seeds. These two, as you see, a negative win-loss ratio. And that includes those 2 wins are their 2 wins here. They hadn't won since April 2010 together before they came here this week.
Well, their world ranking a week ago, last week, or at the start of the championships, was 79. They're now down to 97. And that is reflected in the fact that, yep, they hadn't won so far this year. 3 times they lost in the first round of tournaments. They lost in the qualifying of the All England. So not an impair form. But I have to say, the first ever time they played together, Hong Kong Open in 2009, they reached the semi-final. And since reaching that semi-final, they have never actually got beyond a second round of a tournament. So they started brilliantly and then have gone off the boil a little bit.
The young goes the umpire. And, well, as I say, we've had some shocks today, but this would be the biggest shock of the lot if the Chinese Taipei pair of Fang and Wang can come through against Xu Chen and Ma Jin here. A new partnership that is blooming.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Xu Chen, Ma Jin, China. On my left, Fang Chieh, Wang Rong, Chinese Taipei. Ma Jin to serve to Wang Rong. Level, play.
Hard opening rally.
1 love.
Yeah, promising sign there for Fang and Wang.
Service over, 1-all.
He's a big lad, isn't he? Xu Jin, 6'2", bronze medal winner in the men's doubles last year.
Service over, 2-all.
Yeah, Ma Jin last year at the World Championships, 2 finals, won 1, lost 1. And straight after the World Championships, both her partnerships were dissolved. Fairly harsh, isn't it?
But there's a queue, isn't there? You know, there's such talent waiting in the wings.
Well, yes, and I can't argue with Lee Yongbo's decision on the partnerships, especially in the women's doubles, because, of course, Ma Jin used to play with Wang Xiaoli, and they were the #1 seeds a year ago at the World Championships, only got the silver medal, lost in the final. But I think that Wang Xiaoli playing with Yu Yang is a better pair. So, you know, I think they can...
and they've shown, I mean, they've won nearly every tournament they've entered, haven't they?
Yeah. But it doesn't lessen the disappointment and harshness on an individual player like Ma Jin.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's nicely done.
Well, the way they've started, they don't look like the World 97 pair, do they?
No, not at all. But, you know, we know that Fang Min is such a good doubles player. Used to play with Chen Wen-sing in the mixed doubles, but he's still in the men's doubles here, isn't he?
Yeah, he's with Sheng Mu Li. In fact, got more Chinese opposition later on today in the men's doubles up against Hong Wei and Shen Ye. Just guarding it wide there, Wang. Right idea, though.
Yeah, great movement at the front of the court there from Ma Jin.
Is it fair to say that chances of them messing with the partnerships now are lessened because, of course, these are counting events to the Olympic Games?
Can't see them changing them at all now till after the Olympics. I think these are the set partnerships as far as China are concerned. As far as virtually every nation is concerned. Service fault called. Racket not pointing in a downward direction. Well, it may have been high. I didn't think it was a racket problem. Of course, there's many rules in badminton about the serving. Shuttle must be struck below the waist, racket must be pointing in a downward direction, not allowed to stand on the line, not allowed to move your feet, must strike the cork first, not the feathers. And there's a couple more rules as well. Hence, we have one person and their sole job throughout the contest is to watch the serve, the service judge. That's the only thing he or she has to look for. Make sure that the serve is legal. Oh, goodness. What a smash.
Great power in that. Not sure what the speedometer will show us on from Xu Chen, but he gave it his full force. Well, 264. Great direction on it as well.
Tian Bingyi, coach, twice world champion in the men's doubles with head coach Lee Yongbo.
Well, they've given it their best, 11-5 down. Only won one of the last 7 points, though. I think there'll be some satisfaction between them that they've actually made it this far. Fabulous block that, wasn't it, from Fang?
Yeah. Rong, eventually getting herself forward. I was going to say she's stuck at the back too much. Got to make her way forward to the net. Clever tactics by Chinese pair, though. What a great rally.
Yeah, this could go on forever, this one. Oh. That's twice he did that. Well, Xu Chen's power in the end proved to be one shot too many, but I certainly lost count.
She reads the game so well, so alert, racket up, ready, margin. Margin's movement off the shuttle. It's incredible. She's coming out, moving back forwards towards the net, moving out again, side to side. Huge amount of movement.
I mean, that's the big difference here, whereas counterpart here, Rong is playing very deep on the court as well, almost scared to go close to the net. Seen some great defensive abilities, though, from her partner, haven't we?
Service over. 15-6.
Well, that's nice.
Well, these two don't. I mean, we talked about, you know, the fact that they've lost all these first round. I mean, they've 5 first round defeats in a row, but they don't get played that often together as a pair in any of these events, really. Those 5 events go back well over a year. It can't be easy coming together as a pair every few months or so.
No, I thought they'll be training together quite regularly, but I was very surprised that they've only got 7 tournaments towards their world ranking, considering that they have been playing together since the end of 2009. You know, I know that Rong has had her injury problems. She's got her right knee heavily strapped, but I don't think it's been that's been the problem. I'm not sure that Fang has wanted to play mixed doubles. I think he's really been trying to concentrate on his men's doubles and get their world ranking up as high as possible with Li Shengmu, which they've been able to do. They're very highly ranked.
Up to 10 in the world now. Okay, that's agonizing. Threaten, shall I? No, I won't. Super placement from Xu Chen. Well, it's a fairly emphatic scoreline, which I think flatters a little bit the Chinese pair, but there's no doubt who the dominant force have been.
Yeah, they're definitely getting Rong to the back of the court. Doesn't have so much strength with her overheads here, and she finds it difficult to then make her way forward.
10 points here. One save of the break of the net. For the first time in this match, we're to one of these lovely exchanges, but the shot into the net from Rong means it's the opening game 21-9 to the number 6 seeds, and it's almost after the drama, the tension and the marathon nature of the last 2 matches. We'll be giving a little bit of a breather here. Interesting as well, you look at this quarter of the draw, and Xu Chen and Ma Jin are the only seeds left in it. The likes of Robertson and Warwick, Suket, Sarali and Kuniawan and Bernadette, of course, who this Chinese Taipei pair put out, are all gone. And it's Chieh Chart and Yale who they're going to play in the quarterfinals.
Yes, it's surprising the number of seeds in this particular section of the draw that have fallen by the wayside. Top quarter of the draw, of course, at last 16, the 4 seeds who were seeded to get there did indeed get there. And in the bottom half of the draw, the only non-seeded pair is Bankier and Adcock, and they're already through to the quarterfinal stage.
Yep. So the draw's working out nicely for them. I don't think they were expecting to take on a pair who are only just ranked inside the top 100 in the last 16 here.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds.
Well, they're ready well in time. A little bit of standing around. Shame that they just can't get on with it. If the players are ready, that, you know.
Second game, love all, play. One love. Two love.
Now I have noticed that on the giant screen here, obviously what we're seeing can also be seen in the arena.
Yeah,
and these little hand signals, if I was an opponent, I'd quickly glance up at the giant screen. If I got the signals worked out, I'd know what serve was coming. But then I'm a bit sneaky.
That 2-1 is a tight little serve. I've worked that one out. I'm hardly an expert.
Four love. Five love.
Cruising at the moment, the Chinese pair.
Service over.
Yeah, right, it's almost the kiss of death, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's the first time really in the match where Wang Rong's really stepped forward, and it was easy pickings really. It wasn't the best of shots from Xu Chen.
Service over. 6-1.
It's difficult to know how the pair from Taipei are actually going to win points here, because, you know, the way they're playing at the moment, they're in the rallies, but they're not doing anything different enough to play a winner. I'd love to see Wang Rong take a little more initiative coming forward. Here she is getting stuck at the back of the court again, and to me that's dangerous as far as the Taipei pair are concerned. Yeah, she stood her ground the last couple of shots. It's very intimidating playing against a player like Ma Jin, because, you know, even if she's not hitting the shuttle, that movement that she has at the front of the court, you know, you see it and you sort of think, well, I can't hit it there because that's where she's moving, so you try and, but because she's on the move, because she's not static, then she can change direction well. I guess it's very much like in football, where, you know, somebody makes a run and pulls defenders away and leaves another striker free to...
Yeah, leaves the space open, doesn't it?
And that's exactly what happens in this mixed doubles pairing. Ma Jin's movement off the shuttle forces you to play, and then all of a sudden Xu Chen is there and he just finishes it off.
Service over. 3-8. Service over. 9-3.
Yeah, how quick was that? She played one from her backhand side, immediately so quick across the net. Look at that. Extraordinary.
Exhibition badminton from Ma Jin.
Yeah, there's a very good reason why she won the gold medal last time. Class act.
It was a healthy interval lead in the first game, and it's even more healthy in the second. 11-3. Not much needs to be said, really. Well, match over, really, all but name. Obviously, the points need to be scored, but there is no way back here for Fang and Wang.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Okay. 11-3, play. Twelve, 3.
It's just wonderful placement. This is a run of 6 straight points. Make that 7.
15-2.
Well in.
16.
Yeah, I think he's lost interest now, to be honest.
I think his focus might be on his men's doubles match coming up.
$17-3.
9 straight points now.
And they make it double figures. Of course they can.
83.
Now it all becomes a little awkward. Well, we've seen 2 such even contests. We saw one really one-sided affair in the men's singles. Lee Chong-wei in the opening match on this court. Absolutely destroying Park of Korea. And despite the efforts there of Fang Jimin, and first point in 11, it's been one-way action in this mixed doubles affair.
Service over. 19-4. Service over. 5-19.
Well, rare mistake, but she can smile about it, given the scoreline.
Oh, that's good.
6-19.
2 more points still required then for Xu Jin Ma.
Seven, 19.
It's a very ambitious shot to try. Maybe an indication of just how confident she is at the moment. It would have been sensational had it worked.
But 4 points have come in a row now for the Chinese Taipei pair, just to make the score a little more respectable. But it's now match points.
Service over. 20, match point 8.
Well, it was always an unlikely scenario, wasn't it, for the odds to be upset here. And it didn't take longer than 25 minutes for Xu Chen and Ma Jin to see off this pair from Chinese Taipei. Fang Jiamin and Wang Rong beaten quite comprehensively here by the number 6 seeds.
Won by Xu Chen, Ma Jin.
And they will be contenders for the gold medal. 21-9, 21-8 the scoreline. Huge golfing class.
Yes, there was, and I'm not sure that Fang and Wang actually came onto court believing they could win that. I think after the first few rallies, it was very obvious that Xu Chen and Ma Jin had a psychological advantage as well as a playing advantage.
So it's Chieh and Yale who they face next in the quarterfinals after the amazing pair of Chan and Go were beaten pretty well by the pair from Singapore, who knocked out the number 3 seeds in the round of 32. So will be a tougher match, no doubt about it, for Xu Chen and Ma Jin in the quarterfinals. It was pretty easy, though, you have to say, in round 3.